Right. I think the reason people are saying division now is because the division doesn't look good, and you're already 2-3, and you got a tough schedule coming up. You might not. Wild card may be out of play.
Because anybody on that schedule now is tough, especially when you lose to the injured Lambs in Arizona.
Exactly. 888-957-9570. Let's go out to Alamo. Alamo's in Richmond. What's up, Alamo? How you doing?
Hey, fellas, how y'all feeling?
Hey.
Doing well.
Hey, I'm going to keep it 100 with you, man.
All
We
right.
on the life support machine, bro.
Wow.
At this point, if we go up to Seattle, I'm going to keep it 100. We go up to Seattle, man, and we lose, we can cancel Christmas. Another thing, I mean, there's a lot of moving parts and a lot of intangibles, but I'm saying this, pun intended, Coach Shenanigans better get it together, man.
Wow.
Because right now, we looking like the laughing stock. I mean, we at the bottom basement of the barrel. This isn't traditional 49er football. I mean, Brock, I like Brock and everything, but Brock is not Fran Tarkenton. Let's keep it a buck, man. You can't get that. You cannot hold the ball for a lengthy period of time like he's doing. Now, a lot of folks saying, well, the offensive line is makeshift and they're not really handling their business. Yeah, we can tell that. We can say that. But at the same time, we need to start throwing some naked screens, man, and getting the ball out there more sooner. If not, man, this is going to be a long year for us. I'm telling you what I know, not what I heard. Another thing, this is my last point too, man.
Okay.
The bully is now being bullied. You walked on campus years ago, and you was punching folks in the mouth. Now folks punching you in the mouth. So the word is out. I mean, nobody's afraid of San Francisco no more. We see what it is.
That might, yeah.
That's wild.
Good
Great
call,
take there. Good call.
Good call, Alamo. Appreciate it.
And Steiny, I mean, let's put another right on the table early, but people saying it's lucky the YouTube chat is down. But anyway.
Well, I think it's because I just, was it because I broke the mic, or is it because I said it was a bad look for the Niners?
No, people would be ripping you had they been able to comment with your mic hanging as Tim Jordan comes to help you.
Okay.
But I love that. And I don't have the answers. Ross Tucker at 11.
Yep.
But we'll ask him why all of a sudden this metamorphosis with this team.
All right, I got to take this call from Bobby in Los Altos. Apparently, I got him mad.
Okay.
What's up, Bobby? How you doing? I'm all ears.
Hey, good morning. Thanks for taking the call. Listen, I generally don't like to listen to the radio on Monday after Niners loss, and Tuesday I'm a little sketchy too. But you just said something ridiculous, Steinmetz. What you said was that we shouldn't have even asked. Like, it was a weak look to try to give ourselves an advantage by asking to wear white. I don't understand. Are we trying to make it harder for ourselves? It's actually called home field advantage. So why would we not try to take advantage of any opportunity we might have to help us win the game? I'm not saying that was the key to the game, but to say that's a weak look, I look at it completely different.
Bobby.
I think they should be applauded for thinking about something like that.
Bobby, you're Billy Badass.
Come on, Bobby.
When did Montana and Rice ever say and Fred Dean ever say we need to wear white to get an advantage? You're ignoring the real. And the real right now is this team is to a point to where they feel like they need an advantage from the uniform. So I know you came for Steiny. I just feel like that's valid, man. When have the Niners ever had to resort to that? Bobby, come on.
No, you got both of you guys are making me crazy. Listen, I'm not saying it was a key to the game, but why don't we just say then, you know what? If they're too weak, they should have taken those little cooling steam things off the sidelines too. They shouldn't have let them cool down on the sidelines. Let's get rid of those.
Bobby.
That's just for weak players.
Bobby, that's
like saying, hey, it's negative 40 degrees in Green Bay, but no, you can't be wearing no long sleeve shirt.
No.
So you might as well just get frostbite because you're a man.
No, this is different, Bobby, because this is not done, what the 49ers done. It's just not. Like, I get it. If we won't put water sprayers on the visiting sidelines. Like, that's one thing, but you're locked into uniforms at the start of the year. Everybody knows it. Nobody petitions to change uniforms just because it's hot or not hot. It's like you're in red that day. Yeah. That's what it was supposed to be. Why would you even go to the league and say, well, can we switch with the Cardinals? Come on.
All they did was ask. They didn't file a complaint.
But Bobby, why did they ask? Is we're trying to get you. Why did they ask, Bobby? Why?
Because it was 100 degrees.
Bobby.
You know the thing about the Cardinals?
What about the Cardinals?
Here's one thing about the Cardinals. Let me tell you one thing about them.
All
Yes,
right.
they play in a dome, but when they go into the shopping mall or grocery store and going in and out of their car, they're so used to 110 degrees. It was like a home game for them. We're the ones that aren't used to 100 degrees.
All right.
Oh, my God. You guys are crazy.
Bobby, thanks for the call. Bobby.
Yeah. I agree with you, Steiny,
You
on
wanted
that
to bend the rules a little bit.
I didn't see this. Niners got a new kicker, Matthew Wright, Steiny.
Yeah, former Niner.
Yeah.
Former Jacksonville.
Watch the game Thursday,
Former-
come down to it.
Packer?
Steeler, Jaguar, Chiefs, and Panther. You got it.
Yeah.
Don't worry, Shanahan doesn't know either.
Oh,
By the
boy,
way, I was talking to Evan about that. I'll bet you.
He knew.
No.
Oh.
I'll bet you he told his special teams guy, all right, pick 4 guys to bring in and tell me who's going to be on the roster. But just give me his number because his name doesn't really matter.
All right, Matthew Wright it is. And the way sports work, watch Thursday, a big kick be involved.
Of course.
Yeah.
888-957-9570. Niners are 2-3. I tell you what, they got a big break on Sunday when the Seahawks let the Giants, when the Giants beat the Seahawks. Could you imagine Seahawks would be here at 4-1, Niners 2-3, and then if the Seahawks win that game Thursday, they're 5-1.
Right.
And the Niners are 0-3 in the division. That might be curtains at that point.
No doubt about it.
So this is now the game that the 49ers got to win. They got to win this game.
Yeah, and you know what? I said each season is its own entity, Steiny. This is already getting off to one of those, hey, can they win the division? Hell yeah. But the number 1 seed, and I know people are laughing, is week 5, headed into week 6, Steiny. I mean, it can get early, late. So that's just what bracket and umbrella and prism I was looking through the Niners as is a number 1 seed. And right now they're hurt. Their biggest stars are hurt. We don't know when they're coming back. So if this is one of those seasons where they put duct tape and Gorilla Glue on it and get to the dance, as I always say, and then show up and show out. But right now, man, this defense is more concerning to me than the Niners' ailments in the red zone.
Yeah.
And Brock Purdy. People are noticing him holding on to the ball. Is that by design? Is that all of a sudden Debo, Jennings, and Ayuk aren't getting open? So many questions, man. Seriously. And I watched the game again, and I don't know what to believe.
Yeah, and I got to just get one last thing off about this jersey thing, because I just think I actually do. Does it matter? Not really, but it does say something about what you're thinking.
The mentality.
And a football team knows the uniforms they're wearing before the season on week 17. They know it. It's just the way it is. And so the idea that somebody in the Niners organization, and I'd love to know who, said it's going to be 100 and we're in our reds and they're in our whites. Let's petition the league to switch the jerseys, essentially. Like, what if the league would have said, yeah, that's fine, you can do that? So then how the Cardinals feel about that?
Oh, I mean, it doesn't matter.
Just
They got
because
to
you
deal with it.
can do something, ask, doesn't mean you do it.
Yeah, but we've seen teams do
like
this in other cities, Donnie, but not the dominant ones.
I don't know that we have.
Yeah.
I
And to
really
me,
don't
it's
know
a
that we have.
mentality. It's a mentality thing. It's letting me know the Niners are so worried about
Who thinks of that?
and people that are worried about what's going on or what's not going on the field. And that's got to come from Kyle, I believe.
And if I want,
Or it has to be
wonder,
signed off.
I wonder why, like, in any other place, people might be saying, well, the reason they wanted to wear white is because they know they're not in great shape.
Oh.
And they'll wear down more in red jerseys. Now, if I say that, people are like, well, that's kind of ludicrous. Well, I don't know. Why'd they want them in the first place?
I mean, that pretty
Their home
red
game
they
in
wear.
red.
Come on now.
Carlito, Alameda, talk to me.
Hello, gentlemen. Listen, fellas, my level of concern is at a 7 or 8. Did you guys watch the game yesterday, the Kansas City Chiefs? We're supposed to beat the Kansas City Chiefs with that great defense and Patrick Mahomes. How confident are we going to be when we play them? The only thing Kyle can say to the team is, let's give Kansas City Chiefs their first loss. That's what their speech should be. But are we going to be confident? Probably not. Thank you, guys.
Got it.
Go ahead.
I mean, you get your confidence back with a win.
Yeah, and that starts Thursday in 2 days.
Yeah,
with Seattle, a division foe. You've lost 2 games in the division already. You lost to every NFC team you played, Steiny. Your 2 wins have come out in the AFC East or AFC least. And Aaron Rodgers, what a man. If I could radio fight an athlete, it would be him. I've never liked the guy, and now he just did that to his head coach, popped him, fired him.
Steiny, this uniform thing's a terrible take. Bobby was right. It's like playing in Green Bay in cold weather. Wrong. You request a jersey color before the season.
Check.
That's what you do. It is not always done in the season. Oh, this is done all the time. No, it's not. Not in season.
Yeah.
So
I'm going to go tennis. They were trying to get an advantage, Steiny, and the advantage was the dark colors that might, zap the team wearing it, zap their powers. And it felt like the Niners, I don't know what happened after halftime, Steiny, but they got not humiliated, but they got ran over.
In the second half.
And then when Mason fumbled, the defense had a chance to say, you know what, Steiny, don't even trip, baby. We got your back. 14 plays later, 76 yards later, they just drive the ball methodically down there, running it up the gut, kick the field goal.
That's the first fumble he's ever lost.
Yeah.
I always want to keep calling him Desmond Mason, the former Sonic, Jordan Mason. It's the first fumble he's ever lost. And that's kind of what I think the team was talking about is, that Mason fumble ends up kind of costing you, but it shouldn't
have been that close.
Yeah, and
that's what's getting me so mad when people say that. Oh, they condense into one play or one mess up or mishap. No, if you handle your business, just, not every single time you're in the red zone, you could afford an error, Steiny. You know what I mean? It's give and take.
Yeah. I just think it's one of those things that Mason fumbles the first time in his entire career and loses it, and it gets you beat.
Yeah.
It's one of those things where if everything's rolling, you end up getting a stop on that last drive, and you say about the Mason fumble, boy, he can't do that next. He can't do that anymore. Fumble in the red zone. But those singular mistakes from singular guys are not being able to be overcome right now. Yeah. Some Niner fans don't like this jersey issue.
You said he leads the league in attempts.
Yeah.
So fumbles do happen, but again, I was in the lab last night, Steiny. I know you don't like Marshawn Beast Mode, so I'm gonna retire it. But he runs violent. How about that?
No,
he does.
Say hard. He runs hard. All right, 888-957-9570 is the number. If I were to ask you 49er fans, do you feel like this team's in a little bit of trouble? Would you agree with me? Or you think they're in more trouble than we think? Or are you one of these fans that says, look, guys, we're 2-3. We gave away 2 games. We could be 4-1. We'll beat Seattle on Thursday, and we'll be right back atop the division.